investigation, you will see that about 4 or 5 patterns emerge. The first one is the fact that late Mohbad was harassed, was molested, and was in a troubled financial state before his death. The society that ought to protect him did not rise to protect him. He was feeling unsafe. He was feeling rejected. He was feeling dejected. And he had fear for his life because of a series of assaults. And those who were responsible for those assaults were mentioned by the coroner. The second issue is this. As parents, we all have responsibilities over our children in their upbringing, in the way we monitor their activities. The coroner referenced the attitude of the father. And the father should not have hurriedly buried the late Mohbad. That is an indictment which, in a way, beclouded the clarity of the actual death, cause of death. We should not see it in the realm of an indictment of the father. Because if you look at the Muslim world, you bury somebody almost immediately, because you don't gloat over, you understand me. But in this case, Mohbad was not just an ordinary person. Mohbad was an international celebrity. Everybody would be interested in the cause of his death. So to that extent, the father ought not to have hurriedly buried him because of the stature. But who gave birth to the child? The father. Who is the major person who should be happy today? Is the father. But that's the root. But again, the coroner pointed out that he failed drastically in hurriedly burying him. That destroyed opportunity for proper autopsy. And all that. That's the context. Again, he descended on the wife. The coroner. That the wife did not take the steps that she ought to take as a wife. When your husband is sick, you have to deploy the best medical facility to take care of him. Not an auxiliary nurse who is not qualified. And then you look at the long hours for which treatment was administered on the late Mohbad at home. When by virtue of her knowledge, she ought to have approached the medical facility. That gave rise to some responsibility, which the law will take care of. Again, the auxiliary nurse who was not qualified, they have recommended prosecution for them, and many of them in the society. What of the police? They ought to have properly investigated the petition of Mohbad when he was crying for justice. The police act, even on the petition. The coroner said they should go and investigate. That means that all those who are fingered as having molested or harassed Mohbad have questions to answer. And then what the advocacy should be now is should be proper investigation into the circumstances surrounding the death of Mohbad, particularly his cry for justice on assault and molestation. But the court was silent. Yes. The court was silent on that. But said that having wrote using the petition, the police ought to have investigated the petition properly. Again, the society. What kind of measures do we take when people have health challenges? How do we attend to them? Do we have sufficient medical care facilities in the country to address this? So it's a very comprehensive verdict. I think this coroner ought to be commended for our industry ought to be saluted for billions and ought to be applauded for unprecedented sense of justice.
What's your next move?
Well, I think the next move should be getting the authorities to implement the recommendations, particularly the one that relates to prosecution and the one that relates to proper investigation. Obviously, what the magistrate is saying is that there was not only improper investigation, there was no investigation at all with regards to the petition and that should be no problem. The fact that Mohbad is dead does not mean that the quest for justice for him is dead. No, you can reopen investigation. The petition that they wrote before he died, the police will properly investigate. And then other social measures, recommendations for making our society better, contained in that judgment. That's a PhD thesis. That judgment is what? A PhD what? Thesis.
So you're still pressing on with the appeal? The appeal of DPP's advice?
Of course, you cannot see that the appeal on DPP's advice that we are pursuing is a timely one. We didn't see this verdict, but we insisted that we must pursue it. Now you see, the coroner has agreed with us now that that investigation should continue, that you cannot bring it to closure. Nobody can, so it's not over.
Thank you so very much, sir. As you can all see, I walked straight down to barrister and my head, the bang bang bang.
Yes, now I know.
This is Mr. Kabir Akingolu, the barrister to Wumi and his son. While we wait for others.
Kabir Akingolu is my name. I am lawyer to Wumi and his son.
So look here, sir. Look this way, sir.
In respect of the verdict today, because the coroner said more investigation should be done. Yes, because you see the two medical report or autopsy report, went to the same direction that the cause of death was unknown. So because of this, there is no how the doctor substitute his own idea for the medical evidence because it is scientifically based. So with that one, there is nothing anybody can do. However, the medical reports also pointed to the direction of the anaphylactic death, which is the injection of substances that can lead to death.
This thing is not loud. Sorry, guys. It will start now.
Then the testimony of the nurse also admitted that he was negligent and he was not a qualified nurse at that time when he admitted those injections, on the great Mohbad. And the coroner also went further. All of us might have seen the activities of my father online, and he just mentioned the father, obstructed justice in this case. He obstructed the truth. You understand? By ignoring them. And the judge also wondered why the man should still insist on burying the boy even after a notable musician donated the sum of a whooping sum of 2 million naira for the area. Why should he still rush and go and bury the son? And unfortunately, the same Mr. Araba who rushed to go and bury the son, the one shouting more today that he wants justice for the son. It's unnecessary. It's antithetical. It's highly confusing. You said they must bury him on time, and because you buried him on time, without following due process of law, even the court found out that his actions are illegal. They are not in tandem with the law. You understand that there are laws guiding, burial of corpses. Why should you not follow it? No medical report, no certification by a medical doctor that is dead. Because they are thinking me that there should be an autopsy carried out proof of knowledge. So the court was not prepared.
But the court also indicted your client.
Yes, again, the court now said that the wife should have been more father-in-law should not bury the husband. However, in Yoruba land, it is not possible. Let us face the fact. This fault cannot be that of my client. What will Wunmi say? Wunmi will tell Papa Mohbad that was insisting on burying the guy that they are saying should not bury the husband. She has no say in Yoruba land. We should face the fact as it is. So this is not a fault at all, but due to cultural, influence and cultural dictation. She cannot. A wife will tell her father-in-law what to do in Yoruba land, except she's not well cultured. You understand? I could see everybody not in agreement with me because it's not possible. You say, Daddy, you cannot bury my father. No.
This lawyer know that
a
better.
woman that is oppressed by so much grief, even the court made her finding that it is possible she is overwhelmed by grief and you will not be able to, we should have
Okay, the father is not well by grief.
the hospital team, the husband was convulsing, she was taking charge, and the younger brother and the friend were already looking for ambulance. Why would she leave the husband? If she leave the husband again and go and look for ambulance, they will say she didn't take care of the husband. So there's no how she will leave the husband and go and look for ambulance or be making calls when two other people are doing that. But as it is, the judgment of the coroner is fantastic and it's reliable. It is subjective. It is detailed. There's nothing to why the coroner also went further to talk about the inactiveness of the police officer or security agent. When somebody's life is under threat and he has written petitions to that effect, nothing was done. Why was it that nobody was arrested? Why was it that nobody was prosecuted? And the court also made finding that it was established that Sam Larry, Naira Marley and the rest of them in the record label did actually assaulted the guy physically and psychologically especially. And the court also made finding to the effect that the guy had been under psychological trauma for months before his eventual untimely death. These are fantastic findings. And again, the court talked about the failure of the support system. The support system is the medical emergency, the medical, our health sector, is moribund or is it dead? I will call it. So there are no facilities. You cannot call an ambulance, on call and say, oh yeah, get this one done. There is no facility for that. Again, when the guy was even being evacuated or taken to the hospital, the damning hold up on the road also is another problem. So these are the things. Up till now, there is nothing anybody can do in some of these things. So there is a systemic failure. There is the societal, is it a negative response to things like this? And the family also. The judgment has stated, and never said, the need for father, mother, or parents to be concerned about the welfare of their children.
Well, this is a great one, sir, and I really appreciate that. But to just crown it off before I let you go, sir. To today's hearing and the verdict given by the court and the advice, what is your own take? You believe that is the way it should be?
That is the way. I think there is a medical advice or opinion or autopsy now that shows, this is because of death in definite time. We will have been saying different things. But all we are saying is guesswork, especially as to the cause of death. But majorly it is pointing towards the issue of injection, anaphylactic death, which is injecting of substance that will lead to death into the body of any person or into the body of the deceased. So, and the nurse admitted injecting him and that he reacted immediately. Many people gave evidence to the that he reacted immediately. So, there's nothing anybody can see. But the judge has gone further to make recommendation for the prosecution of the nurse. Because the nurse, as of today, you see him, even on the social media, making videos, dancing and singing and happy. You understand? She was not bothered at all, and unfortunately, she also came to the court sometime. Half of what he said were lies. Thank God the tribunal was not deceived and saw the
All right. Lastly, what is your own next step concerning the prosecution and the pursuit of the case?
Yeah, the pursuit of the case, we will study we have not the verdict, we have to take steps, let the family come together, the father should know, the guy should not be lying there. Thank God, you see that the court made it abundantly clear that the body had been released. Go and bury this guy and forget about all this noise on the street. If the boy is laid to rest and given a 50 burial today, see that all this noise will go down. Both noise for Baba Mohbad, not for those who are not in support, for those in support of the mother, in support of the wife, in support of the child, everything will die down. The only thing that is remaining is the issue of the DNA that the father made himself available for us to conduct the DNA. We have gotten the court order, we have done everything, we are ready. The man ran away. So there's nothing we can do. But we are in court again now to ask for another application. They are not ready to do it. But thank God, their lawyer has filed another application that they want to do here. But they want to do it. We are not supposed to leave this. We are not hiding anything. The DNA is done under the supervision of the court. Anywhere they want, let them do it. So that we can know this is we can move forward. You understand? Nobody will now be guessing, this child is a bastard, this child belongs to this and all that. I think we should end all that and allow that
And concerning the DNA matter, sir, based on the new file and the new application being filed that you said, has court attempted to the new application, and when do you think this next sitting will be?
The issue of next sitting, they have not given us the one because we are ready.
Thank you so very much, sir. I really appreciate you. Wow. Ladies are meant to gen. Because they don't say gentlemen, but this is meant to gen. Ladies are meant to gen. I'm trying as much as possible to be myself and everything. So, as things stand, the two lawyers are coming together to sort one or two things out within themselves. Talking about Wumi lawyer and the SAN, you understand? As you can all see, as you can all see, as you can all see, as you can all see. I go bite you. I go bite you. Sure. I like that your glass, so I go borrow am. I get one party this evening. I go borrow am, good party. My own national commented that you find. Guys, as you can all see, they are both coming together to solve the issue of the DNA, the puzzle of the DNA. They are discussing it on how they want it to be and how it should be. Wow. The updates today was so crazy, was so funny, and was so overwhelming that it is 150% against a particular soul. And presently, the advice of the corona is that the advice of the corona inquest is that the advice of the corona inquest presently is that the nurse should be prosecuted, and everything about spending also seems 100% suspicious in the case. So, as it stands, the nurse will be prosecuted. That is the advice of the coroner and the opinion of the coroner, and spending as well. So many things that that was read today as a summary of the case about spending seems very terrible, because I was even questioning myself and asking myself about the issue that was, analyzed concerning spending and the testimony of spending. This is very, 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 very crazy. You understand? It is very, very, very crazy. As it is. This is the only advice I and some other lawyers that are even seniors give to spending to his face. Bro, your lawyer has a lot to do. Take it or leave it. Your lawyer has a lot to do. Your lawyer has a lot to do. And as the situation is, may they not go block this car for outside. They say, are you Mr. Arifa? Say yes. Oh yeah, calm down. We are from Iago. You're going to give me premises. You're going to give me premises. So it won't be a situation of how is it and how it stands. But presently, I need to tell it to the face of the world that take it or leave it. Spending and the nurse are in it, and so far so good. I've not seen any other name that could be added to the GPP advice, because it went a long way. It was stated that the DPP who has advised that spending and the nurse should be charged. And at the end of the day, the advice of the Corona Inquest is 150% similar. Yep. It is 150% similar to the advice of the DPP, because take it or leave it, the nurse will be charged according to the advice, and the spending's testimony read by the magistrate today 100% indict spending and makes him a full suspect in the whole saga. For every other area were touched, because concerning the father's part, it was stated that due to the earlier or the hastiness of burying Mohbad leads to a kind of, how am I to put it, obstructing justice. That the father also obstruct the justice by burying the boy as early as that. But traditionally, let's think about it. Is the man to keep the cup to himself? Is it because this man never knew the world will rise and stand for him in this manner? He never think of it, that the world could rise. This man has no choice than to went on to bury this boy. We all see the major reason why this man has to do this. He has no choice, to be frank, because if he is, is capable of pursuing the case by himself, I am 100% sure that he is going to stand for his rights. But funny enough, he cannot, because he has no resources. He's not known. To him, nobody knew him, and he he never believed he has the power to fight or to seek for justice for Ileri Oluwa. You understand? But at the end of the day, he ended up burying the boy. And as of today, it is stated that after 9 days that the boy has been buried, they went for exhumation, and after exhuming the boy, there's a lot of things that are needed in his body to determine the cause of the needed in his body to determine the cause of the death. Needed in his body to determine the cause of the death. Just 9. Check on YouTube, on Google, ask that possible will this be? So we'll see how it goes. You understand? I'm not giving my opinion, Mom. No, I am only saying this. This is what is stated. I'm not giving opinion concerning the whole stuff. I'm not giving opinion concerning it. Now, another thing is this. While reading all this stuff, talking about spending especially, spending story seems to be quite different even from his own testimony. You understand? Because he was just looking at me, asking Egbo, meaning Egbo, is she talking about me? You understand? The boy was like, I did not say this. Is that my testimony? Is she talking about me? You understand? This is a kind of a funny one because it is stated there. Spending never agreed to the fact that he was in the house when they called the nurse, when they are administering the injection, when they are doing all those stuff. He never agrees to the fact that he is there. You get it? But at the end of the day, when reading everything today, it is stated that Ayobami Sadiq, aka Spending, also agree during the course of interrogation that he is one of them who, took the body to the hospital. He is one of them who called when the nurse is administering the injection. He was there. In fact, he's part of the person who, somehow embalmed the body, and this is kind of very, very funny. This is kind of very, very funny. So there's a lot to talk about, but the Corona Inquest issued a warning. The Corona Inquest issued a warning to all the bloggers interested in this case that do not discredit the Corona Inquest, neither twist or change the narratives from the inquest. If anyone found it, will be charged for court content. So we need to be extremely careful while giving our opinions as well, and we need to watch the way we discredit whatsoever it is. There is something called constructive criticism, which is a fair statement even under the law. You understand? So today, Spending has another view totally, because even when the Corona did not state that Spending also should be, penalized or should be charged as well. But take it or leave it. There is no how. Remember, the DPP advice has pinned Spending to it. Has been pinned already. You understand? Now another thing is I want you to know that you still need to be extremely vigilant on this case, because the inquest did not exclude him. he is totally involved. And concerning the wife aspect, the inquest also highlights that why was the wife there without saying anything, without standing in the position of the aspect of not obstructing the burial. That she is supposed to at least obstruct and stand in the way of burying. You understand? My commenters are saying, tell those humans to chill now. Tell those humans to chill. Imagine Paru, my giant ball and moto. My image is okay. Guys, they are too emotional. You know, woman will be woman now. They provoke as them day like this. They provoke. So now, on the side of the wife, that the wife should have tried her possible best to stop the burial in order not to object, or to obstruct the justice. Now, the investigation has been obstructed due to unable to get the details needed from the body that will help in order to conduct the autopsy, the toxicology, at least to arrive at the final point, which is the cause of death. But for the fact that the cause of death is unknown, uncertified, you understand? Now the problem is this: the nurse is still to be prosecuted for what? For negligence. The nurse still needs to be prosecuted for negligence. Mind you guys, the last time on my live stream, when we were talking about this whole matter, the likes of Queen, that is supporting spending, and some other people were on our nerves. They were causing, thinking I personally am against spending. No, I am not against anybody connected directly to the case. Never. I am only saying mine as I feel and the way I thought it should be. You understand? So now, with everything being said today, that spending agrees to the fact that he is one of them in the house. He agrees to the fact that he is the one who got the loss. He agrees to the fact so many things. So many things. Now, I don't see how spending himself will escape the DPP advice. I don't see. I'm still asking myself. He was sitting right beside me and he almost interjects my lord. While reading the stuff, he almost interjects my lord, like, Emma Gbanike, Emi Makoni, Monsoro, Emma Gbanike. You understand? So, at the end of the day, when I know this, the car will carry me as a park. I see another car will park my back. You know, say, this time around, I behave like anywhere where I did careful, they watch all around. You understand? So, that is the way that's been. She very know my soccer. Lifestyle means I've been affected seriously. You understand? Been affected seriously. So, somebody is asking, what about the 3 boys in the car? Well, the 3 boys case is, let me say, yet to be established anyway. But at the end of the day, the advice of the corona is that the cause of the death is negligence. That is the advice, and the nurse should be charged for, should be prosecuted. She agrees to the fact that she treated the boy, she administered some kind of injection, paracetamol, ceftriaxone, and all that into the boy. You understand? And now, This is how it is. And the DPP give their advice on spending, bam. Their advice on the nose, bam. No any other person. At the end of the day, the statement being read about spending's testimony, indicting the more, and it is clearly stated that the nurse should be prosecuted. The nurse should be prosecuted. So no going back. Here is the little I'm going to give right now. We are still going to continue, but if you have any submission, I'm not going to go off. I'm not going to go off. So if you have anything to say, please send in your request. Send in your request so we can. Let's have a civil conversation. Please don't throw shade on anybody. Don't insult anybody. We are not here to drag anybody. Send in your request. Come up. Let's reason together. So where are my moderators? The moderators should be 100% watchful. Control the panel, control at the same time control the comment section. Do you understand? It's an advice given by Corona. DPP will decide who to prosecute. Yes, mom. The advice given by the Corona now is that the nurse should be prosecuted. And meanwhile, the DPP has given their advice earlier on that both the nurse and spending should be prosecuted. You understand? So, I don't know how to go about it. I don't know how spending wants to go about it. But I and some legal personnel gave him a tough advice. Bro, your lawyer has a lot to do. Your lawyer has a lot to do. Because half of the courtroom today were filled by legal practitioners, unlike before. So this is how it is. It is a very long day, and I really commend the magistrate for taking her time to summarize and read everything one after the other. It is a big one, and it is a plus, to be frank. So I'm going to make it an interactive section. One of my moderators should come up in order to moderate the program. So I would like to mute and I would like to take a little break. Thank you so very much.
Now wait, it is only the nurse that will be prosecuted. All the case is closed now, or investigation will not continue. I don't understand. It's two things now.
According to the advice of the DPP,
Okay.
the DPP advised the nurse and spending should be prosecuted. One. Now, advice of the Corona, in which we believe that after the Corona inquest conclusion and giving their advice will help in order to add or to subtract from the name the DPP has advised. Now it is obvious that the nurse will be prosecuted. There's no going back because even the Corona inquest advised the nurse should be prosecuted. You understand? And in the aspect of spending, everything being read about him today also indict him the more. But according to your question now, whether those are the only two people that will be prosecuted or many will still be brought in. Maybe after those two have been taken to court, in course of investigation, maybe they are going to mention some other things we don't know and that has never been mentioned that will warrant calling on other testifiers at the higher court as well. Arifa, good afternoon.
Now, Corona is closed, right?
Yeah, this is the last inquest today. After today, no more Corona inquest. And it has been dismissed today and the advice has been issued.
Thank you so much. That's my question. Oshegun, Ekushe.
You're highly welcome. Somebody is asking me at the comment section, Arifa, have you chop? I never chop. We even day where we supposed to chop like this. But the kind of life where they allow me to live now, I am not comfortable with the way I'm living now because I can't feel free wherever I get to. It's as if some people are after me, either getting me arrested or, trailing me all around. So I find it difficult to do my daily stuff the way it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to come down here, sit and have a nice meal, or the people that even brought me here are willing, to do the right thing, but God is in control anyway. And may God continue to protect me.
Arifa, good afternoon. Can
I say something?
God bless.
Mr. Taiwo, you will. I am only trying so that we'll put it accordingly. Okay. Yeah, Cruise Nation, do you have anything to say? Queen or Adama, send in your request so you can moderate the stuff. Let me get the water.
Go ahead now. If you want to say something. Who wants to go first? One after the other.
Yes, I want to say something. Can I go ahead? Can I talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody, the panelists, the commenters. Arifa, I want to appreciate you for all your efforts. Eshegon, God bless you. Yeah, I listened to Sanshitu's interview with Arifa, with you, Arifa. And from what I can deduce from that interview is that it's not only the interview you just had with him. It's not only spending announced that will be charged. It's just an advice from the magistrate to the DPP. From what Sanshitu said now, Wumi too will be charged for negligence. From negligence, Baba Mohbad too might be charged for obstruction of justice. Because normally, from what Sanshitu said though, that the magistrate said he was not supposed to bury Mohbad that early. That the reason why there was no accurate autopsy is because he...
Arifa, were very careful with the wire. Very careful with the wire. Focus on the wire. Bye.
Okay, yeah, I think that is better. So Baba Mohbad too might go down too. He too will be charged because he obstructed the justice because he horribly buried Mohbad.
What about Wumi that did not bring out the doctor report?
Those people that bullied him too might be charged and spending. So let's wait for DPP so to see who are going to be charged. But I know about 5, 6, 7 people will be charged with what Sanshitu said. Or Arifa Shemoparoni. You are right. Continue, you are right, my brother. Yes. So we should stop saying that it's only spending announced, because Sanshitu gave us the five points that was discussed. After reading everything that the magistrate read, he gave us 5 points. Number 1, Baba Mohbad obstructed justice by already burying Mohbad. That one too is going for it. Number 2, Wumi is supposed to have made efforts in maybe taking Mohbad to hospital or getting medical services for Mohbad, which she refused. Number 2, the nurse. Yeah, the nurse is quack nurse. Number 3, spending that gave the number. I don't know the motive of giving the number. Maybe some people sent him to give a quack number's number. Then those people that bullied him. Then the police too. So let's wait and see. But from all this, especially us, that we are for justice, we are for true justice, I will still blame Baba Mohbad and his team, critical thinkers. By now, they're supposed to have gotten evidences now. They're supposed to have hired a private investigator to look into what killed Mohbad. But we all the world donated money for Joseph Aloba. But for now, no single evidence that he can even take to court. As okay, this is our own investigation. This is our own evidences that can unravel what actually killed Mohbad. But no problem, we're getting there. So Joseph Aloba is going for. Let's see what Sanshitu will do.
So that's my whole submission for now.
Okay, hello, good afternoon. Thank you very much. You have said very well. But what I'm saying, what I want to contribute is, because according to the driver said that Wumi and Mohbad was fighting on the motor when they was going back home from that show. So what I want to ask is, what is the nature, like, in what nature did that nurse meet Mohbad at that time? Let us know if Mohbad was already giving up, or like, is that that injury that he sustained during that time that he was fighting, he was beating Prime Boy at that motor? Is it that injury that the nurse came to treat, or something else that happened between Mohbad's wife and him? So that is another thing that you're supposed to look into. What in what state, in what level did that nurse meet Mohbad?
The nurse said he met Mohbad alive. When she came to Corona Inquest, that's what the nurse said, that she met Mohbad alive. That's just the loophole. You can't blame the judge. You can't blame anybody. We blame Joseph Aloba and his team. No evidences. No private investigation at all. We expected him to have done his own private investigation to unravel all these stuff. If Joseph Aloba has done what he's supposed to do, he would have gone with his own evidences and witnesses. Even inside that house, even with his son Adura. If the man has taken his time to do the normal thing, do you get it? To do the normal thing, we will have had his own evidences and even witnesses. Now we go to that court and say, okay, I was there when what's also thing happened. But we gave the man money. The man embezzled the money, and he was building houses. He was doing stuff with the money. That's what will happen. But the cocoa there is that from what Sashitu said today, that I listened to Baba Mohbad obstructed justice. So it too is good. It's good. So it too is good.
Hello, please, can I talk? Good afternoon, everyone. Hello.
Yes, we are hearing you. We are hearing you.
Oh, thank you. Yes, for me, according to when I listened to what Wumi Sand talked about, why they blamed Wumi was because she was supposed to obstruct the father-in-law when he was trying to bury the husband. The court, according to him, the court was trying to say she has power to stop the father-in-law from burying. But of course, we are all Yorubas. That kind of thing cannot happen. She can never. If she had done that, then I'm sure people will have taken it for another thing again. That's first. Sincerely, see, when everybody, all of us, if we're alone and think about all this shit, because I call it shit, because everybody's getting tired. If we think about it, I swear down to God, Mr. Aloba is just, I don't know how to describe. He's not even making people get what they actually wanted to get for his son. Today, I am not a fan of anybody. Today, it will insult what's that lady's name? Tomorrow, he kept a super. You know, these are the people initially when everything started. These are the people that were around him. Even if there is problem, for me, if there is a problem between the team, as the head and everybody is soliciting justice for his son, he's supposed to calm down. In fact, he's supposed to be persecuted, yeah, because since he has been on this and people had really donated to him, at least by now we should have gotten one single evidence. Okay, we got this. Out of the money people donated, we could be able to do this. At least we could be able to find out so many things. At least but 10. At least we got just one. But till now, nothing. And see, it painted. The day I saw Aloba going for a photo, is it shoot? I think it was called film shoot or whatever. The day I saw him, I swear down, why? I wasn't crying for him. Tears wasn't coming out because of him. I remember that guy in where he is. For me, as a Yoruba person, we are Yoruba. Make over through this guy. So many people fighting for this guy. Doesn't even know him when he was alive. Me personally, I've not even heard about Mohbad. But not knowing that Awori Kota and Josie, he was one that sang it. Let's be sincere with ourselves. So many people fighting, shouting today, don't even know him. Never even heard about him until his death. Somebody like me. But Awori Kota to get me on Josie time of book any local. So as a Yoruba person, see I follow continue soleni. Let everybody calm down and bury this boy. It's so sad. How will a child you say you love, be where he is? Like 2 years, and I am here jumping up and down. Am I crazy? I am jumping up and down. After the death of my child. And I am happy. God, open that to listen me loju. Mo fokiri. Omo mi wa bi kan mo jẹun conveniently. The only thing as I felt they should just handle right now is that paternity of that child. They just try and bury this guy. The paternity of that child, Otitom, and for a long time, Joseph, because I heard his interview sometimes ago about, is it this year? Okay, a few months ago, that he changed a lawyer when he gets another, and then they will go for the DNA, whatever. I think it's the one delaying the DNA stuff. By now, what everybody should be concerned about is just the DNA. Let the DNA, let them do this DNA. DNA come up. It's like Liam actually for Mohbad's son. Oh yes. Then they should forgive themselves and take care of that child. Forgive around but at least everybody more okay. Let everybody know. Come on, move ballet, coffee, bamolo. Come on, apologize for that. This one going on now, only it's closed. So there's nothing like Corona again, it's closed. I'm sure the lawyers, the judge there are even tired. Let's be sincere with ourselves. And we shouldn't look at the fact that this boy is not our family. We are making money through him. One of us like this is our own child. Will we allow people to be talking? Let's see. If the father stands up today, that the world, I thank you for all you have done for me, standing by my child, standing by Kiniko, Dupelo, everybody. But as I am as a father, Baba Mohbad, I want to bury my child. Nobody will stop him. Oh, not anything. Nobody will stop him. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń jà fọmọ yìí ìfẹ́ náà ni bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé most people náà fi ń wọ́wọ́ ni but ẹ̀ka sọ pé ìfẹ́ ni. People should that are close to this man should sit him down and talk to him. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ̀ wá paternity Liam. After that, àti mọ̀ pé òkè Liam ọmọ wa ni kò ṣọmọ wa. Bàbá ẹ ti rówó tó nínú kinní ẹ ti ẹ̀yin náà lẹ́sọ́njọ́ kinní àná. Ìpè ọmọ yìí kò tọ́jú yín. Judge you 20,000 or something. Yeah, he said it publicly. But now that what else? And you guys should remember sometimes Aloba said, and I quote, not allegedly, I quote that Baton accused Naramali. He said, Ipe won't ba winning. Me mo be anybody ranti. Ipe on ba winning, Ipe Naramali ba winning. Me mo be on your ranti statement here. But what mo pamba ọmọ ẹ wí Ọlọ́run ti nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tí kò dùn mọ́ everybody. Ma, what do you say?
When you speak Yoruba, you interpret. So some.
Oh, sorry, darling. Yeah, I said I could remember when this thing started initially, but I heard, not allegedly, Aloba said, if anybody should remember that, when they were pointing fingers at Naira Marley, Aloba said that Naira Marley, that is Naira Marley is like, hey, Arifa, that is just I don't know how that Naira Marley doesn't mean to hurt him or anything. They're just trying to, you know, as a big brother, you know, just trying to mentor him, kind of, you understand?
And that part can I come in? When he made that statement, did he give us hold on? When he made that statement, did he even give us a reason why he said that? If I look back then, if I can recall the day Mohbad and Baba Mohbad knelt down to Naira Marley, begging for their son life, why is it that he repeated that statement? Is it because of what they told him? So, like I've always said, we have to go to the root cause of this. If they want to bury Mohbad now, they can bury Mohbad. But at the end of the day, there is a root cause of everything. From that Malian house up to now. Why would he say that? Look at the way they were beating down, begging that little boy. What was this saying to him? And what did he reply back to them that caused him to say Naira Marley is not involved? So there's a lot of things behind this boy case. This boy case is deeper than we think. And the fact that it's not coming out because nobody can come out and say, this is what happened to Mohbad. Ear infection, his hand, he blew the Prado, the mirror pierced his hand, all kinds of stuff. There is a root cause to this case, my people. Sometimes when people talking, it just irritates all of us. But why would he say that? What was the reason of him saying that?
Exactly my point too. So for me, they should just forget all this whatever and bury this poor boy, you know, and bury him, and they should focus on the DNA and know if the child is actually theirs or not. Because all of us that we are talking, everybody with this one, mean that I am talking. I forbid it though. My child cannot be somewhere in the morgue for almost like 2 years or past, and I'll be in the house eating, flexing up and down, going to filmed locations, doing music. Baba Mohbad, yeah. There's blood, Mohbad. Am I mad or something? They should talk to him, sit him down, and beg him to tell the world that he needs to bury his son. At least he has some money. Let him just, so that this boy can rest. It brings tears to my face when I listen, when I go to people's, what's it called? And I listen. I don't know why I always cry. Because I can imagine that child is mine. Will I have the God to be going up and down, driving? If you are Baba Mohbad's fan, please, it's good for people to advise him.
Let me just say this again. I mistake, but the fact that he's not working by himself. He has this guy named by the name of Muiwa. Where is Muiwa? He have a lot of people that he's working with. Since Mohbad passed away, according to them, I quote, they have not allowed him to see the body of Mohbad. Where are these people that are working with Baba Mohbad? Yes, now I want to bury my son. Okay, where is the man that was they call it durable power of attorney? Where is these people? Where is that man that was hailing over the case? You know, there's a lot of things. So just take Mohbad and go bury him now. This is the point where we are. Where are these people? Because back then, if I can recall again, they said that the security or the police people were not allowing him just by himself to go there. So are they agreeing now to give the body like freely back to him? There's a lot to be done, guys. We're saying it like it's easy, but there's a lot to be done.
But I put it to my madam, I put it to you guys. If he stands today by Oloba and address the whole world and go to the necessary places that he wants to bury his son, nobody will stop him. Nobody will stop him.
Are you 100% sure?
Madam, I am 99%, not 100. 99% sure.
Give me my son body, let me go and bury him. Are you 100% sure they are going?
That is what I say. I say if he goes through necessary channels, you can't just go to the mortuary and say, I want to pick my son. No, he can't do that. But if you go through the necessary channels, nobody will stop him. 99%. I'm not saying 99%. Go through some necessary channels.
I think I'm seeing in the comment section that they say the government has released the ballot to him. So if the government has released the ballot to him, all the form they collected, since we can't find justice, then let him go and bury his son. Because if they can't give them justice, what's the point of keeping the ballot? Because somebody just said that they have released the ballot to him. So
yeah, the person is right.
Then there is no justice for Mohbad. That's all. That's it.
That's what we are saying. Yeah, they've released him. Yes, they have. They have. So that's my point now. That since they have done that, what's the point now?
That's what I'm saying. There is no justice. Let all the funds that we collected that they have in their account, let them go and bury him now. Since there is no justice.
Let God judge everybody. Let God judge everybody. People that are saying they should not get in. Let me
just say this to you. Hold on 1 second. Let me just say this to you. All the things we discussed on Arifa platform that led him to detention, Papayano platform, this is what VDM is doing. See the whole interview. Now the 3 people that VDM want to interview, they refuse his interview. Now he's saying the person among those 3 did the one know the cause of the death of this boy. So why can't they come on out and say, I did it for justice to be said, and they don't want to do it?
I don't know their reasons. That is why I said this thing is just, everything is just going up, fucking, I don't know. Okay, those people VDM invited now.
It's okay. Say Baba want to see Lenny.
Baba want to
Baba on critical thinker. Show it to Lenny. They damn me long and you pon.
Torí ohun tí kọ́tà gbẹ́dẹ́ láti corona lé ní ẹ wò it is well ní o because àwọn yẹn ti ní láti wọ́n yẹn ti dá.
Arifa wo dẹ̀ bá mi sọ ṣé kí n bọ́ lẹ̀ dẹ̀ bá mi lọ if you show answer mi na ṣé their baba don lulẹ̀ again.
I'm in a place where I care. Talk is noisy, that's why I remain mute. So, Perry, Mapo, I will give you more insights very soon.
All right.
Just to say something.
I did this thing to the boy. If you put them into detention center, that the way VDM is doing this thing now is the best way. Now that they denied the interview, this is the best time. Those 3 people know what happened to Mohbad. Well, all this thinking that going around, those 3 people, they know.
Anyway, I thought Arifa have already stated what happened at the corona since you have not been able Madam Tia, I know that everyone's blood is really high right now. I just want us to do something. The video of Baba Mohbad joining the what's it called? The theater industry. The people there said that was not true. That the theater industry, what's it called? The movie industry, they were shooting a movie close to Baba Mohbad's house. They were shooting a movie close to Baba Mohbad's house. And then one of the cast saw Baba Mohbad driving by. That was when they called him. And then they only stopped to greet them. He was never joining the musical, the movie industry.
That's okay. Okay, that was what you heard, right?
Yeah, that is it, yeah, because the person came out, the producer came out and he said that they were only shooting a movie close to Baba Mohbad's house. And then one of the cast saw him driving by, say, Baba Mohbad. And then they took a video of him, and that's when the video was circulated on social media. So it's not that he was trying to join the musical media or the movie industry or something like that, or trying to write the story about Mohbad. It's just a rumor, just a rumor.
Okay. What advice can you give on this? As in, the coroner has ended today. The government they've released the body. So, what advice can you give?
They've released the body since a long time ago, now, since last year. They released the body since last year. The Baba was holding on to the body. He said that you remember the time that Yamabad came out and said that they released the body that they should go and bury the child. Yeah, so Baba was saying that he wants to do his personal private test. What's the name? He said I want to do his own test and then do some other things. Like I said, we already know that there's nothing's going to come back from Corona Inquest. I've said it since November last year. Nothing good is going to come back from it. It's just that Baba was not able to do the right thing. You know, but it is what it is. That is why I said that we hired the son. You know, I don't want to be throwing stones now, you know, but it's just that Baba Mohbad was not doing the right thing. I guess the people, maybe the critical thinkers did not let him do the right thing, you know. I don't want to. The right thing that's supposed to be done is not happening. The reason why we hired the son was for the son to be able to use his expertise to help us out to look for facts and to do investigation. But it's kind of surprising or disappointing that over 1 year and 3 months that the son has been briefed on this case, we have not been able to do anything. You know, so people were even boasting that the son will challenge the magistrate, that the magistrate will not hear the coroner tonight. I was just laughing at them because the son didn't have anything. He has no basis. But I want to hear what Arifa has to say regarding to what happened today.
It's not clear.
Sure.
Okay.
Arifa has analyzed everything that happened. Almost everything. Oh yeah. When he
okay, let me come back. Sorry.
He has done that.
I only